Right, it's Saturday, mid-April, and not a cloud in the sky. Really quite pleasantly warm, like a proper spring day. Anyway, so let's just have an update in the polytunnel, shall we? Had to move some plants out, which were doing a little bit too well. So we've got a little bench here with various plants, which I'll be listing soon on Facebook, but I'm not going to use this channel as advertising. It'll just be on my Facebook. If you look up Jim's Palms, you'll see the plants I'm listing or whatnot. Anyway, so let's just see how things are going. So I've got some of my bananas out with the summer house down the bottom of the garden. So mainly talk about the onsets which we overwintered in there. I'll give them a bit of a clean up around the pseudo stem and just left one leaf on them. The musabaji, which has been in the polytunnel all winter, really needs to go outside. Just hitting the top and curling the leaf round, so hopefully the wind will die down a bit tomorrow and I'll get that outside, because either way, if I take it outside, that's just going to get ripped up in the wind anyway. So let it curl over in here, then I'll take it outside and probably just cut the bent bit off. Right, so we've got the cannas are finally starting to move. It's been a slow start to spring here in the UK. It's been a lot of sort of overcasts, below average temperatures, but yeah, the last week or so the sun's been out, the polytunnel's been warming up quite nicely, and yeah, so things are starting to push. So yeah, we've got various cannas. I won't go into all the different types, but these are all just divisions from the main clumps I left in the ground over winter. So these are just, because they divide, bulk up so quick, they divide, and it's best to keep dividing them, keep them strong. So yeah, we've got loads and loads of cannas. The Arondo Donax, I always get teased, if you like, for pronouncing it wrong. Spanish reed, variegated, the propagations we took last year. Had a little bit of winter damage, a couple of them died off, but in general, doing okay. Pushing out some new growth on some of them, and the roots are going mad as well. So they've all done quite well. I did take some tetrapanics pups off my main plant. My biggest leafed, I believe, is a T-Rex tetrapanics. So yeah, these are divisions off that. So I'll have a few of them to shift. And like I say, because it's been fairly cool up till now, the collocations have been a little bit slow to get going, but they are starting to grow. Just see these are standard Escalente, so this is the green stems of them. They're now starting to push through. So they were just, again, kept dry. Literally dug them out the garden, kept them dry in the summer house over winter. I got down to, I thought I had the heater set to a minimum of 4, but actually got down to a lot lower than that, possibly only about 1 degree, so not quite freezing. But yeah, so that they are making a comeback. So these are Colocasia Escalente plain green ones, but still one of my favourites. And even when you've got a pot like this where you see that there's a big gaping hole where the rhizome was, and you think, oh, that's rotted off. But if we look down in there, I'm just going to pick up on camera. Let's see if we can get some light on it. There is a green shoot coming, so all these pots hopefully at some point will start shooting. And here's another one right there. So in the past, I mean, I have left some in the garden and just put cloches over them. In the past I've always come back, but it's too early to say if the ones in the garden have actually made it through the winter. Got some small Musa just divisions from the bigger clump I took last year again. Just need watering, it's wilting a bit. Pedicites, the variegated form. These get massive leaves and quite nice variegation on them. We've got some more onsets there. I've got a load of stuff at the bottom there. These are just Cosmea, again, just divisions of sort of main clumps I've got in the garden. I just potted up. And we've got some Schefflera, Taiwaniana. So I think I'm going to put one of them in the front garden, and I'll probably sell the other two. So again, all the cannas along this side. I actually been growing a couple, harvested some seeds from some of the dwarf cannas last year, and they're starting to pop up, but we had one that sort of popped up before the rest, and that sort of got bent over in the little propagator I've got, so I had to get that one out. So we potted that up and we'll see how that does. You can grow cannas from seed and have them flower in the same year. I do it just about every year. So some more colocaceas in here. These are mainly pink china, and again been very slow to get going just due to the poor weather conditions we've been having. But again, now it's warming up. You can see we've got a couple with some big leaves on them, or say big leaves, but some shoots. So they are starting to come. So I'm just keeping them in the fish tank just to keep the humidity up, really, just because they are spider mite magnets, and you will suffer from spider mites if you don't keep the humidity above a certain percentage. Really, you ought to be over 60-70% really for colocaceas. Yeah, so that's really what's going on in the polytunnel at the moment. I have got some cuttings of Vats hedera. That's the camouflage one. So I've got a few cuttings of them. They weren't actually cuttings, they were we had some wind damage late last year and some bits broke off, so I potted them up, and yeah, they've took root and pushing out new growth, so yeah, that's not too bad. Got some cast iron plants underneath there as well. Aspidistris, they're quite hard. Yeah, this divisions again from the big clump I've got in the garden. Yeah, so in general, hopefully now things are warming up, we'll see some serious growth in here, because I need to start moving stuff out, and I'd like to get some more seeds on the go. So I'm just waiting for them nighttime temperatures just to warm up a little bit more, so I can move a lot of this stuff out and get the next lot in to start growing. So that is what's going on. We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.